If this is your first legit kits kit, don't panic. It's mine too. We'll figure it out together. There's a lot of different options when it comes to organizing your fabric and your pieces. I'll link a few different videos down below that show some options. The way I'm going to do it is using a large binder. This one's 3 inches. I think it's going to be plenty big for Sewphia. For one of the full-size legit kit quilts is probably a bit too small for that, which is crazy because like this is huge. So I'm going to use that along with sheet protectors. I got the heavyweight high capacity sheet protector so that it can hold the fabrics. In the first month, it's only 30 colors and 126 pieces. But I'm pretty sure from what I've seen online that the full Sewphia pattern has 70 colors, if I recall correctly. So I'll probably need some more sheet protectors in the future, but for now, should be good. So let's get started. I am going to start by putting my Sewphia picture in my cover. There she is. I considered also putting the Don't Panic one in there, but I might hang this above my sewing machine instead. I bought 25 protectors, and I should only need 15 for my fabrics. If you look at your packet, the cut guide, so each cut guide will get a protector, and then the associated fabric will go in that protector as well. That's how I'm going to do it. All right. Could also just punch some holes in this sucker and stick it in here like a normal pages. That would work too. I don't think I'm going to need the cut or the user guide personally, as I haven't done the kits. I have done many foundation paper piecing projects. So you got the finished quilt versus what you see on the pattern side. So it's mirrored, which is really nice. I am going to put those in one container so I don't lose it. The color guide itself, I'm going to leave out, and I'll probably put it next to my machine or next wherever I end up cutting, just so I have a quick reference for all the colors, so I don't accidentally mix anything up. All right, month 1, these are the ones we're doing. The parts that I really need right now are the cut guides. So I'm going to take the pattern pieces out as well. We'll get to that when we actually start putting things together. For organizing, I'm taking these cut guide pages, and each one is going to get a protector page. And these are alphabetical, so keep them in order and you'll have alphabetical, which is convenient as well. I was trying to find protectors that actually opened on the side. Like, I know I could use like a file folder or something and punch holes in it to put it in and like tape up the side so that I got an opening on this side. But I also like the idea of having it clear. Just use the cut guide as like the front page of this section. If you know of any protectors like this or something that open on the side and are clear, let me know. That'd be great. I did find some that opened on the side next to the holes, but that would be difficult. I want it like on this side, which I know is like not overly useful for most cases. Another good thing about legit kits, from what I understand anyway, this is my first kit, they use the same code for each color. It's always the same across all the kits, so that's convenient. Right. A quick note on these cut guides. They are not to scale. This is just to give you a general idea. It's particularly useful when you have big pieces, so like those big background color pieces. you want to make sure you get the big ones first, so it shows you how many, when you look at this color, you'll see how many pieces are on it. Make sure you're not cutting it up into tiny pieces when you need a large chunk out of it. Like this one, the sunflower, this piece here, it's quite big. So this is a fat 16th yard, or a quarter of a fat quarter. That's confusing. Quarter of a fat quarter, but it's a larger piece. So it just lets you know that you're going to need a good chunk for that one. You probably want to cut that one first. Put just my extra pages in here for storage sake. So I'm going to put the assembly guide and then this fabric list by code into one of these protectors as well at the back, just so I can get them later if need be. So let's actually pull our fabric out. My very first protector here has a A and a G. So those two go in there. The sticker that came on this red guy, which is brick, I'm gonna stick it onto the edge of my protector here, fold it over on itself, it becomes a tab. There we go. So my first tab. And then I'm also going to put the champagne tab, which is a G, on there. All right. First two. We've got two little tabbies here. On the back side, it's just got their name and the size of the material with it. Then next is gold and brown. And then the colors on these are also listed on that cut guide page, like it's got an actual picture of the color. So as long as they're not too closely matched, you should be able to pretty obviously tell which is which in here. All right, cream and daffodil. So I'll move my small pieces over. I've got cream. Now I got a fat 16th, which we're going to start with the daffodil, which isn't ultimately going to fit. The daffodil's going to get folded in half. And now, since I can't fit another two under these, I'm going to start back up at the top. I'm really curious to see in the future how I'm going to maintain keeping it up. Will I always put them into the actual pocket? Will I not? I don't know. But I do feel like as I'm working, I might just end up dropping the fabric there and just keeping it in between the pages. For sure by the end of the project or whatever, I want to make sure nothing's falling out so I don't lose stuff, but while I'm working and cutting, I might not need to do that. I'm really curious to see how this is going to go with months 2 and beyond, as far as like these cut guides and these fabrics are purely for month 1. I'm hoping they'll be like similarly lettered. I don't need to like change my labels. I don't know. That's going to be weird and possibly very annoying. Wait and see. And I feel like too, in the future, if I decide this binder's a bit big, I can go ahead and swap it to a swap to a smaller binder if need be, which might need be with this one. A bit big. There we go. They're all in there. All right, so my guess, as I haven't done this before, is that when I get to actually cutting out pieces for my patterns, I'm going to take it this direction so that it's pretty easy to flip through and I can get to these fabrics easier rather than trying to go from the top. So that's the plan anyway. She's all organized. Next step is cutting up the fabric and sewing it all together. The simple part, right? How are you organizing your block of the month fabric? Leave a comment down below. Let me know about it. If you'd like to follow my journey while I put together the Sewphia block of the month, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.